We've been so bogged down by COVID updates, it can seem like everything is on pause, like everything revolves around the COVID-19 virus. Well, it doesn't. Today, I want to share some of the good things that have been going on despite the virus and the business shutdowns, etc. You see, God never shuts down. He's never on break. And here are just some of the exciting things He's been doing in our fellowship since COVID-19 hit. Most of you already know that David Garza has taken on the role of student ministries leader. It's a position we've been praying that God would fill for quite some time, especially when Miss Anita reminded us at a staff meeting just how important it is that we continue to pray for someone who can fulfill that role. Well, the Lord brought David Garza during this time. Another ministry we've prayed for is the Go Ye ministry, our outreach ministry. This is one of the most important ministries in the church because a church that doesn't outreach has the potential to kill itself with infighting. As believers, we're called to do more than just focus on us. We're called to represent Christ to the world. Because this ministry is so important in the church, it doesn't work well when you try to fit someone into the role and then ask them to start coordinating outreach opportunities. Like, here's a role, now do these things. Instead, it's a role best suited for someone who is actively involved in outreach. It's who they are, not what they do to fulfill a role. Well, the Lord has blessed us with just such a man. Tom Villa is stepping in as our Go Ye ministry leader. Just as I'm sure that you're going to love David and Albie Garza in the student ministries, you will love and be inspired by Tom and Esther Villa as they lead our Go Ye ministry. In fact, we plan to introduce Tom during an update in the near future. A third ministry we've been praying for is our women's ministry. We've been praying for someone with experience and a gift to lead the women, someone whose heart and vision for the women's ministry would align with mine and Ophelia's. Of course, she would be able to teach, and again, experience was important. We prayed that the Lord would show us clearly that He is with her. Well, the Lord has brought that person also, Sandy Gonzalez. We plan to introduce her to everyone as well in a future update. So, some key areas of leadership and responsibility which can make a huge difference in a church. They've been filled as individuals continue, even during this time, to seek and follow the Lord. Again, even during this crazy time. I don't know if any of this would have happened if it wasn't for the slower pace we're at right now. Guys, a serious quality foundation is being laid, and I'm excited about it. As if that weren't enough, we've had a wedding and a baptism during this time, all with social distancing being considered. And I must say the lack of crowd size hasn't made any of these events any less special. In fact, you could see the fingerprints of God in just how these things unfolded, the things that led up to the events. Well, that's just some of what's been going on during this time. It may feel like things are slowing down out there, but not so much for God's people. For the church, ministry continues. I pray you're encouraged by this update. I know I've been encouraged by all of this. In closing, I'd like to ask you to keep praying for us, keep partnering with us, and as the Lord leads, keep participating with us. May the Lord bless you and keep you as you continue to seek Him and follow Him with all your heart.